Hey guys, it's Slender. Hope everybody's having a good week and staying safe out there. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a budget 570 gear score bag. Now, this is considering, or this is if you have your whole armoring set, your armoring amulet or earring. I can't remember which one it is, but you know what I'm talking about. The 15 armoring food, which I'm going to show you guys, and all three major trophies plus, excuse me, plus the armor's inspiration buff that you get from owning a house in the town that has it active. So let's get right into it. We have three options for making these bags. You can make a 570, a 580, or a 595 to 600, so possible 600. So since I have a town or a house in Windsward, the armor's inspiration buff is on. It's good for 31 hours, and you can check this by going to your bio and then selecting whichever towns you have houses in. So, I have a house in Everfall. Everfall is they currently have the weaponsmith. So, and these buffs are global, so I don't have to be in Everfall to get this weaponsmith's buff. I just have to own a house in Everfall, and I have to have paid my taxes. They have to be current. So I have a house in Windsward. I get the armor's inspiration. So that's going to give me another, what is it? I think it's another five armor, or yeah, five points. But whatever the case, you have to have that buff. You have to have the all three major trophies and the 15 food and all your armor gear, including the amulet or the earring. Actually, I'll find out right now. I think it's the earring. Yeah, so that's the earring. So if you have all those, you're going to get the maximum gear score potential for any items you craft. And today we're going to look at the bags. So the budget bag, as I like to call it, is going to be the 570 bag. And this is going to be a guaranteed 570 bag. And the way you do that is, instead of using all of the highest tier resources available, being the runic leather, the phoenix weave, the asmodeum, what you're going to use is the legendary components. So the scarhide or smolderhide, doesn't matter, you need 45 of those. The blister weave or scale cloth, they're going to need 25 of those. And then the cinnabar or tolvium, you're going to need 10. Okay? And then, of course, you're going to have to go get the grand rune of holding. So with all three of these things, you're going to get a guaranteed gear score of 570, which is really nice. It's a really nice bag. So I just want to show you really quick where you get the greater rune of holding. I'm sure you guys already know, but it doesn't hurt. And you're going to get that from your faction vendor. So if you're Marauders, you're going to go to the Marauder faction vendor. I'm Syndicate, so that's where I'm going to go. Syndicate faction vendor. You have to have 10,000 tokens, and you have to have full reputation. And it's right here. So it's going to cost you 7,000 tokens and 1,500 gold. I already have one, so I'm ready to go. And then once you have that greater rune of holding, you have all your trophies, you have the armor's inspiration buff, you have your food buff, and the food buff is this right here, the maximum one, which gives you 15 points towards your gear score, is spicy cabbage soup. And you can buy them on the marketplace. They're not that expensive. So, yeah, that's going to give you 15. Then, of course, you have the full armor set and the earring. That gives you 5. So you've got to ask yourself a question. Do you want to spend a bunch of money or save up a expensive amount of materials? I mean, I'm talking crazy amounts to make a possible 595 to 600 bag, or could you just settle with the 570? I can settle with the 570 personally, because you're going to need 45 of the leather components, 25 of the phoenix weave, 10 of the metal component, and the grand rune of holding. So check this out. I already have some math up here. So if you want to make the budget bag on my server right now, the 45 scarhide and smolderhide would run you about 1,200 gold. The scale cloth or blister weave, only 140 Gs, and then cinnabar and tolvium, another 250. So that, and this is if you bought everything out of the marketplace right now, and this is on my server, City of Brass. So if I wanted to buy all the materials, which I actually did, most of them, I would be paying about almost 3,100 gold for a bag. And that's not bad at all. That's the grand root of holding, all the components, all the epic components. another option you might have, if you're sitting on some Asmodeum and you want to get another 10 gear score, you can actually use the Asmodeum and still use the the two legendary components for the leather and the cloth, and that's going to look something like this. So that's 45 Scarhide, 25 Scale Cloth, 10 Asmodeum, and your Rune of Holding, and that will get you 580. So you have to ask yourself, because Asmodeum is 470 a piece on my server, so that's another 4,700 gold to get another 10 gear score points. Is it worth it for another almost 5,000 gold to get 10 more? For me, it's not. I would much rather just sell it, or keep it for when the new updates come out. Maybe it's going to go up, maybe it's going to go down, I don't know. But yeah, 5,000 gold is not enough for me. It doesn't justify the 10 extra gear score points. Now, if you want to be a baller and you want to have that 600 gear score bag, or a possible 600, because you're only going to be able to get 595 to 600, there's still room for error there. So is it worth it? The total price, if you were to buy all these components right now on my server, City of Brass, which is a pretty populated server, we're sitting at about 800 most of the time, you're going to be looking at a grand total of 17,000 gold. Now, even if you have these materials, and you don't have to spend 17,000 gold, but you have them sitting in your storage, that's almost 20,000 gold worth of materials. That's almost $20,000 you can have in your pocket right now if you didn't craft this, if you just sold the stuff. So that is a huge jump, and you still may not even get that full 600 gear score. So this is how you can make a budget bag for about 3,100. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to use the Asmodeum. I'm just going to use the Cinnabar. I'm going to put luck on it. And the chunks of Adderstone actually aren't that expensive on this server. They're actually pretty cheap. And then I'm going to use all these materials that I bought for about 3,100, and I'm going to throw some Azoth in there. So it's going to have guaranteed luck, and hopefully it gets extra pockets. So let's see what we get. And we got extra pockets. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So we got luck. We can carry more rawhide and stuff, and we've got extra pockets. Now, that 3,000 that I spent, right? That's the Grand Root of Holding. Plus, you're going to have tokens. That's the all the legendary components. All that cost me about 3,100 gold, plus a little bit of time for doing those PvP missions. Oh my gosh, bonus. Let's open this bad boy up. Oh, this is my first one. So about 1,600 gold right there in Asmodeum. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll definitely take it. Awesome. So if I were to sell this bag with luck and extra pockets, which I'm pretty sure is a damn good roll, and at 570, let's see, extra pockets, luck, and Tanner's Burden, 570. Wow. So if I were to buy that, let's see how much they're going for on this server, which is a pretty healthy server. So we're going to sort it by gear score, and there's a 600 for 33,000. Holy crap. So 565, about 9k, and it has extra pockets and luck. So mine, if these even sell, this one doesn't have luck, so it's dropped down significantly. So I could probably sell mine for anywhere from 9 to 10k, and if I did, I'd make about 7k, 6 to 7k profit. So I think it's totally worth pumping these out, buying the materials. I think this is a great way to make money. 570 bags, you spend about 3k, you can make anywhere from 9 to 10k. So that's 6 to 7k profit. Definitely a way to go. Or just use the bag, which in my case, I'm going to use it because I need them. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. And, if nothing else, it's another way to make some money. Make some money, or finally upgrade those damn bags for about 3,000 a pop, if you have all the trophies, etc., etc. So thanks for watching, guys. It's been my pleasure. I hope this was helpful. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a good week next week, and take it easy, guys.